So hello, my name is Louis, and I'm here to make a presentation on encryption and algorithm. That's the topic that I chose. So encryption techniques and algorithms, and hope you enjoy the presentation. So I'll start by describing what encryption is, which is a transformation of readable text into ciphertext. Um, um, and this is done through certain types of algorithms, which we'll come to see later. So there are two major types of encryption, which are symmetric and asymmetric encryption techniques. So I'll start by defining what symmetric encryption involves and is. So this type of encryption uses the same key to encrypt data into ciphertext and decrypt data into readable text. So there's only one key used in symmetric encryption. So the various types of algorithms that are used in symmetric encryption are DES, the triple DES or 3DES, AES, RC4, RC6, and Blowfish. So we find that Blowfish has a better performance when used in terms of when used on audio files and video files to convert them into ciphertext, followed by RC6 with a major with the major advantage of Blowfish being that it uses less time when you're trying to convert data into ciphertext compared to the RC6, and also compared to the RC4, it takes less time too, because AES and the triple DES, due to the high demand of high processing power, also have a low performance compared to the other algorithms. So we come to asymmetric encryption. So asymmetric encryption is different from symmetric encryption that we say symmetric only uses one key. This one uses two keys, one public key and two private key. So the public key is both available to the sender and receiver of the messages or data. And this is used to transform the data into from readable to ciphertext. And upon receiving the data, the receiver of the message has access to what we call the private key. The private key now decrypts the data from ciphertext into readable text. So the type of algorithms used to encrypt in this type of encryption, which is symmetric encryption, are RSA, SSL, TSL, ECC, and DSS. So we have a flowchart or a diagram here. So explain the types of cryptography, and we've already explained about the public key and private key. And we see that when you're using the public key, which is just one key, let's say the first line involves just symmetric encryption, you get to use just a further explanation of the types of algorithms that are found on the public key, RSA, and others that I've explained. Sorry. So under the private key, which is also the symmetric encryption, we come asymmetric encryption. We come to see the various types of techniques used. The various types of algorithm used are the block and UFI, Blowfish, other AES, RC6, and UMARAM or URAM in short. So also under the private key we have the stream, which the algorithm is used as RC4 and others. So encryption techniques, we get to see there's something called permutation techniques, which are largely preferred since they are efficient with less drawbacks compared to substitution techniques. Also, we have the scan methodology technique. These techniques are also largely preferred due to the high level of security of data they instill on the data compared to the chaos-based techniques. So my conclusion is that different encryption techniques are unique in the way they are applied, depending on the methodology most appropriate and suitable to the type of data being transmitted. What it means in the type of data being transmitted can be either in an audio file, video file, or just a simple text. So findings show that there are three main criteria used to choose when considering the encryption technique that is to be used, and they are as follows: efficiency of the encryption technique, level of security the encryption technique will provide, and ease of process of encryption when implementing the 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 technique. I'm sorry again. So encryption techniques are highly evolving, caused by the ever-rising new security threats that keep evolving in the IT sector. Thank you very much for your time. Hope you enjoyed the presentation. So that's my references that I used, and thank you very much.